Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back to film another video for you guys. For today's video, I am going to be setting up my sinking fund spread for the month of October with my stickers here from my shop, Romina Rosa. I did go ahead and set this spread, this October budget spread, with you guys on last videos, so make sure you go ahead and check that out if you guys are interested in seeing what I've added. You guys can see right here, but I go more in depth as to the categories and how I'm going to go about those. So go ahead and check that video out if you guys have not. But for today, like I mentioned, I'm going to be setting up my sinking fund spread as well as stuffing my sinking funds cash envelopes, which I have right here. I have not made myself any new envelopes, but I do plan on doing so. So definitely stay tuned. I'm thinking for the month of November, I will have new ones. But let me go ahead and get started. So I have here, if you guys don't know, my Erin Condren monthly planner. This is in the 7x9 size. And I typically like to set up my sinking funds and transaction log spread right after these two. These will be for my weekly check-ins. So right here. So I'm going to go through and lay down my pumpkin washi first. I am going to be using the other option that I had for October, which was the leopard. And I actually have it right here. I can show you guys. This I will be using for the weekly check-in, but I just thought that I kind of would switch off between the pumpkins and the leopard because I really do like anything leopard print, as you guys know. So yes, I have not added any new sinking funds, and I honestly do not plan on doing so. I think the ones that I already have are perfect for me and the time in life that I'm in. So I'm actually really thankful for the sinking funds that I currently have because I have a few things that are going to be due pretty soon, like my card tags as well as Christmas, and I'm pretty much all set up for Christmas shopping. I'm thinking of getting most of the Christmas presents that I'll be getting during Black Friday, and I have a pretty good amount saved in my Christmas sinking fund, which if you guys are new to my channel or new to budgeting and don't know what sinking funds are essentially just small savings, so specific categories that you're saving money towards. And I do have a few. I actually have, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16 categories. Of course, when I started budgeting, I did not have these 16 categories, but as the months went by or years, I have started adding more, and especially ones that I pay for annually. That's typically what I like to use sinking funds for. So I'm going to go ahead and start writing out my funds. The first one I have is my adventures fund. This is for any like traveling. I think I'll go ahead and write out all of my categories. Next I have allowance, which this hasn't gotten that much use because I feel like the past 2 months I haven't been rolling over any amount, but typically my allowance sinking fund will be for any leftover or any remaining allowance money that I have in my monthly budget. And I just haven't had any to roll over, so that's kind of been at zero. You guys will see in the next few weeks. And next I have cart maintenance. And with this sinking fund, I think this is very important because with cart maintenance, as we all know, it could get pretty expensive. So saving some money towards that, little by little or month to month, I think is pretty ideal. Next I have a fund for an emergency car payment, which I'm going to go ahead and write an A next to it. So whenever you guys see an A here next to the categories, that means that they are in an online banking account called Ally. And those are typically the ones that I don't stuff. I mean, I don't stuff this one as it is because it only has the car payment that I would need in case of an emergency. As you guys know, all of my income that comes in is pretty variable, so it changes from month to month. So I like to have this category as an emergency, just in case, let's say 1 month I'm not able to pay for my car, or when I do end up going on my trip to Peru, I'll have that money to use for my car payment. So that's kind of why I have that there. And then next I have one for car tags, which my car tags are due in December, and I'm really happy that I started this fund in the beginning of the year. Next, another one of those funds that I'm really excited for, or thankful I should say, is one for Christmas. I feel like every month I come on here like, make sure you guys start your Christmas thinking fund, make sure you guys start your Christmas thinking fund. But I feel like if you guys have still not started one, I would say that now would be an okay time, because you still have around 2 more months until Christmas. So definitely start one if you guys have not. If you guys have started one, let me know how much you have in your Christmas thinking fund. I feel like I have, a little bit over $1,000, which I think is pretty good. I'm not sure if I'll be stuffing anymore, but I've been, once again, stuffing in that sinking fund since the very beginning of the year. So I'm really happy that by this month, October, that sinking fund is pretty much fully funded. Next, I have a category for clothing, one for my Costco membership, which I actually haven't gone to Costco in a while now that I think about it. I like to have one for girls' night, for whenever I go out with my friends. I have one for electricity because I pay for this every other month. I still haven't received my second bill, so I'm not sure how much more I'm going to have to add after this month, but we will go ahead and see towards the end of this month. After electricity, I have a category for entertainment. I'm hoping to go to a pumpkin patch. That's definitely where I would take that money out of. Next, I have one for gifts. I do have a few birthdays this month, so that will be getting used. I have one for medical or health, one for miscellaneous. And in the past, I know I get questions as to what I use my miscellaneous fund for. Honestly, in the past, I've used it for covering like parking charges. I've also used it for like Lyft or Uber, since I don't have a specific category for things like that. But you can really use it for anything that you want. It honestly just depends. But I do like to have that category in my sinking funds. And then the last two are ones in my Ally account. So one is for my Peru trip, so I will write an A next to it. And then the last one is for my rent, because as you guys know, I'm currently paying a discounted amount for the first 5 months of my lease, and then after it will go up to the $19.45. So in order for me to be okay whenever I do have to pay for that $19.45, I am setting aside a bit of money, I believe $2.92 to be exact, each month. So then that way the rent amount in my monthly budget doesn't change, and I can just go ahead and take the extra that I'm not currently paying right now out of my sinking funds. So I thought about that, I think, when I started paying for rent at my new place, and I really, really love that I created that sinking fund, because so far, well, before adding what I'll be adding this month, I have over $500. So really, really happy that I started that sinking fund. Otherwise, I would probably be very stressed when I have to up my rent amount. So those are all of my categories. I'm going to make some lines really quick, and then I'll write in my beginning amounts and how much I'll be stuffing them with. All right, so for adventures, I am beginning with $65.27, and today I'm going to be stuffing $50. In total, if I didn't mention already, I am going to be stuffing $434 physically, and then the rest will be electronically. I am going to leave allowance blank for now, since I don't know that number. But for car maintenance, I am starting with $230 in here, and I'm going to be adding 20. card payment has $373 and I don't add any. Not sure where my camera cut off, but I am adding $24 for card tags. Then for Christmas, like I mentioned, I have $1,001 with 50 cents saved up from this whole year. And for that reason, I'm not going to be adding anything or stuffing this with anything. I honestly think the $1,000 is a pretty good amount for my Christmas fund. We will go ahead and see maybe in November once I start buying presents, but I think for now I am okay with that amount. Next, for clothing, I'm starting with $77.79 and I'm going to be adding $50. I usually do $75, but I am trying to cut down just because I did add a pretty big expense in my monthly budget this month. Next, for Costco, this currently has $45 and I add $5 every month. Girls' Night actually doesn't have any money, so this month I will be stuffing this fund with $40. Electricity currently has $75 and I'm going to be stuffing this with $75 more. Entertainment doesn't have any money as well in the beginning of this month, but I will be stuffing this with $40. For gifts, I have $65 in here and I'm going to be stuffing this with $85 this month. Medical currently has $419 with 43 cents. And I'm going to be stuffing this with $25. For miscellaneous, I am beginning with $13.33. And this is getting stuffed with $20. My Peru Trip has $1,200 and I do not stuff this at all. And then last but not least, rent has $584 and I'm going to be stuffing this with $292 right there. So those are all of my categories with the beginning and what I'll be stuffing them with. So let's go ahead, and before I start stuffing my cash envelopes, I'm going to set up my transaction log. I actually forgot to lay down a little washi strip, so I'll go ahead and go back in a second. So with sinking funds, since like I mentioned, they are small savings for specific categories, I do like to keep track of the transactions made from them separately than, let's say, my monthly budget, since these are savings that I don't take into account from my monthly budget. So I'll go ahead and lay down my transaction log script. And then here I have a header with sections to write out which fund the transaction is being made out of, the date, the amount, and the description right there. And then I think I'm going to leave this much room. So this is all done. I'm going to make my lines really quick for this side, and then we'll get to stuffing our envelopes. There you go. Now let me go ahead and grab my cash and we will get started. I have here the $434 I'll be stuffing my envelopes with. I actually don't have any $100 bills. So we'll start with the 50s, quite a few 20s. There, 10, 5s, and 1s. I I do want to mention that I typically count the cash that are in my envelopes, but since we are well into the month of October, I'm not going to be doing that today, but I will just stuff these. So Adventures is going to be getting $50, so I think I will do 2 20s and a 10, so 20, 40, 50. For Adventures. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon, I don't think, but I think it's really nice to be able to, you know, save some money. I know this category has definitely helped me out in the past, especially with trips to like Cancun and stuff like that, so that's why I like to have it in my budget. Then car maintenance, it's going to be getting $20, so let's grab 20. And some of these envelopes are a little bit chubby. I have had to change some of the bills in here. That was car maintenance. Then car tags is going to get $24, which should be 4. So 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4 for car tags. I think I might have changed one. Yeah, I've changed this bill to a bigger one. Let me know if in the future you'd like me to maybe make a video of me changing the bills out in my sinking fund cash envelopes. I feel like that'd be something kind of nice to do. Clothing will be getting $50. So let's put that in here. Costco will be getting $5. I feel like I really need new envelopes. Not because these are not cute or old, they're actually in really good shape, but this one says date night and it should say girls night, so that's one of the main reasons why I'm saying that. So girls night is going to get $40, so let's get some smaller bills in here. So we have 20, 30, 5, and 40. So electricity is going to be getting $75, so let's take a 50, a 20, and a 5. So that's 50, 70, and 5 for electricity. Next, entertainment will be getting $40, so I'll do 2 20s. Next up is gifts, which is going to be getting $85. So let me do my 50 and a 5. So I have 50, 70, 80, and 5 towards this. So just so you guys know, I've had 2 batteries die on me so far. So next I have medical. For medical, this is going to be getting $25 right here. And then last but definitely not least, we have my miscellaneous sinking fund, which is going to be getting the last $20 bill right here. And with that being said, that is going to be pretty much it for the sinking funds and cash envelope stuffing video. All of my cash is in my envelopes and I am all ready to go. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, as always, please do not forget to give it a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already. And hopefully I will see you guys on my next one. Bye guys.